Hello, hello! This is Pauline from Pauline Art Stuff, and today I'm gonna show you my finished pages for the month of May, and we're gonna start with these two books, which are Disney books, and they are mystery books. As you can tell on the cover, you just fill in the sections, and then it reveals an image. So those two I like to color in when I'm like really tired, but I still want to color. So I color in them quite a bit. So let's start with this one. In this one I've done, I think 2-3 pages. I'm not sure. Let me see. I've done, this is April. This one. This is the one I did on the 11th of May. So I finished it. I used my Trolla Art acrylic markers to do this. And then I did these two. Mushu on the 13th of May. And I'm not sure what his name is. On the 22nd of May. Let's see if I've done another one. No, that was it. So I did 3 pages in this book, all with Trolla Art markers. So yeah, that's what I do when I need to have a little bit of a relaxing time and not much thinking. And the same for this one. This is the collector edition, as you can tell. So it's really thick and has a really lovely shine to it. And it is single-sided, as you can see. So you could use alcohol markers, but I wouldn't recommend it because it really sucks up the ink. So it's better to not use alcohol markers. I did do that on this one, and then this month I switched to also Trolla Art paint markers. So I did this lovely Pocahontas page on the 8th of May. And I think I did one more. Yes, on the 20th of May I did this Jasmine page. And that's it. That's all I did for the mystery books. So put them out of the way. Then I've got these two beautiful Clara Makova books. And I colored in both of them. Let's first show you this one. This is Fairy Touch of Magic by Clara Makova. And I've done only one page. And it's this one for Mermaid. I finished this on the 3rd of May, and I used my watercolor paint, and I made the whole background and all the elements. I first put some watercolor on it, and then afterwards I went over it with polychromos pencils. And yeah, it became really cute. I love these little ones. And the little fish over here. Yeah, it's an adorable page. I picked one with animals instead of mermaids, because there's also a lot of cute mermaid pages in Clara Makova, her books. Like there are always a few, as you can tell. She has got like 5 or 6 pages in each book. They're my favorite. So yeah, that's what I've done in Fairy Touch of Magic. And then I also colored in Little Secrets from My Fairy House by Clara Makova. And I've done also only one page. And it's here. And this is my color along on my channel. So if you wanna do the same thing, you can. You can follow the color along. Yeah, there's a playlist for it. And I finished it on the 19th of May. This one I also used watercolor, just like the previous page, and then also polychromos on top. So yeah, that's what I like to do in Clara's books. They take it really well, and they don't bleed through, as you can see. It does become a little bit crinkly, but it doesn't matter. And when you wet this side, it will flat out again, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, I really like this. I was really happy with it, with the bright colors. So that was Clara Makova, Little Secrets from My Fairy House. And then I had another book that I literally just bought this month, which is by Maria Trolla, or Trolle, and it's called Luna. And I decided to use my paint markers. So I first tested out some of the coloring supplies that I have. These were water-based markers. As you can see, it didn't bleed through, but you can see a little bit of shading if you look close enough. So I didn't like them. I sent them back to Amazon because I didn't like how to use them. These were my Trolla art acrylic markers. Yeah, I couldn't resist coloring her in on the test page. These were the water paints that I used, but the paper has like a weird texture after applying it. A little bit of a granulating texture, as if there's sand on it. It's a weird texture. I don't like it, but it didn't bleed through. As you can tell, it didn't bleed through, so you can still use them, but I don't like the look of them. And the Polychromos Ohuhu pencils and Carandash Pablo worked perfectly fine. And my fine liners as well. So yeah, I colored this one on the 8th of May. And then I also colored this little one and these two on the same day, just to test it out. I think I didn't do the next one. No, I did not. Then later in the month, I did this double page spread, completely with Trolla art acrylic paint markers. Because I thought the spaces were big enough for some flat coloring with paint markers. It was still quite difficult to not go over the lines, but I also added in some gold on the dots over here and on the flowers, and then a little bit on these. I'm not sure if you can tell. I like it. It's really nice. And also on the bottom of the page over there, I put in a circle of gold so I can add some page numbers, because that's what I like in a book. Once you flip through it, that you can still look it up, because Maria Trolla has these lookup. You can look up the animals in the picture and also the flowers. So that's why I wanna number my pages on both sides. So yeah, that's what I did on the 27th of May, just before the month ended. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It took a long time because of the tiny spaces, and not every page in this book is suitable for that kind of coloring. Like these are too small. This one would be fine, but not on the leaves. So yeah, it really depends. Like this one is also too small. But yeah, there are some pages that I can do this with, so I will probably mix and match according to the page with Polychromos pencils or my paint markers, because I really like this look on Maria Trolla's book. So yeah, that's Luna by Maria Trolle. Then I had two mythographic books this month. I had Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Kmbbang and Mythographic Aviary, also by Joseph Kmbbang. And I colored one page in each of them. They're all new. And this one I did first. I did this on the 6th of May. And I only used Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils. And I had so much fun with this page. I also used some Ohuhu colored pencils for the flowers, because they're a little bit brighter, and also on the tortoise. I just like how she's in the middle floating in her paper boat. I colored this in for the mermaid, the tag that yeah Geordie Colors has. She always has these tags that you can find in your books, and one of them was boat and sea creatures for the month of May. And well, they're both, only they've got wings, and I didn't see them at first, so I was just coloring around the page, and then at some point I had everything colored except for the turtles, and I was like, huh, what's this? So I saw these big wings, like how couldn't I tell, you know, while coloring. But yeah, I decided to make them the same shades as the water so they wouldn't be as noticeable, and a bright color for their shell. So yeah, that's my first mythographic page in aviary. And then I did another one in magical earth. Where is it? This one. I did this on the 12th of May. And this is also a color along on my channel. But in the color along, which is my very first video on YouTube, I only did the foreground. So this whole back side was already done. So I did the fish, the girl, these floating things, and the jellyfish. But yeah, I really like this page with the nice pink purple tones, and the yellow suits well with it. It's all Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils. Yeah, I love doing it. It came out really well. So if you like to see how I did that, you can also check that out. It's also in a playlist on the magical earth. So that was that one. And then I have two books by Green Ivy. This is the one I had first, and I bought this one recently because I like this book so much that I also wanted the other one. So let's move this one out of the way for now. And yeah, I colored a few in this book, but not everything was in this month. I think only this one was for this month. And it's this page. This is how she made it, the artist herself. And this is how I colored it. And this is the colors I used for my Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils. I like to make like little swatches of them with the numbers, so that if I want to do another page and I really like the same color scheme on it, I can reuse it. And I did like not completely flat coloring. I did like stripes and patterns, and I also went over the lines with a black pencil afterwards because they're quite faint. Because if you look at this page, you see the lines are colored on some parts. Like this bird is blue, so it also has blue lines, and the present has some red lines on it, and the leaves are green and brown. So yeah, they get really faint, and if you color it in, they disappear. So that's why I added some black for the lining. Not all of it, but some parts. So yeah, this ended up really cute. I imagine this being me in front of my mirror. But my room isn't that messy. But yeah, I'm really organized. So yeah, that one I did in 4 Seasons by Green Ivy. It's a Korean book. So this is the ISBN, in case you like it as well. That was that one. And then the newest one that I bought is this one, which is a hardcover book. It's really thick, like really thick. And it's lovely. The paper is also a lot like thicker. As you can tell, it's really thick paper. I translated all the titles, and I also did some translation inside the book. But yeah, it's the same concept as the last one. And I did this page, Like a Sunflower it is called. And yeah, I just thought it was so nice and bright, so I wanted to keep some of the colors. But I didn't like her dress because it's really muddy, like a gray undertone, and I didn't like it. So instead I made a pinkish undertone to keep it warm with the other colors. Nice summery page. So yeah, I loved coloring this one in. I just loved the cute little cat and the girl. So yeah, I'm really proud of it. And I've got another one marked that I really like but haven't colored yet. So I might do that next month, but maybe. It's an option. It's not on my plans at the moment, but if I've got spare time, I might. Then this was the other book that I bought in the month of May, and it's Mr. Froggerty, A Frog's Tale by R.J. Hampson. I'm sure you all know him. I just love this frog and his snail buddy, and I really doubted of buying this book because it's on Amazon paper. So yeah, it is single-sided, so I could use my alcohol markers, but I don't like this thin paper. But the pages are so cute that I decided to just buy one. So I painted, I colored this one in with water markers. But when I feel the page, it almost feels like it has been damaged. There's a structure now, like this is smooth and this is like textured. I don't like it. These were the same water markers that I tested in Maria Trolla's book. Yeah, I didn't like them. I sent them back. I used the Ohuhu water-based markers, the Maui. They were all right, but I just don't like the look of them. I don't like how they work. It's just not my thing, so I sent them back. But yeah, I had fun coloring this one in. I did that at the end of the month, the 28th of May. Just before the end of the month. So yeah, I also numbered all the pages. All of them, all the way till the back. Every single page that has either this or this, because I also want to color this page. I just numbered all of them, as you can tell, because officially this should be the first one. But why wouldn't I color this? That would be a waste, wouldn't it? And then I made this schematic on the beginning so I can color which ones I've done. And so far I've only done the first page. So yeah, that's what I've done this month. And I also have a whip in this book, in my Nelko Neko book, a story of a precious cat. And I'm working on this pirate page. And that's also a color along on my channel. I've had quite a few parts go out in the last few days, like 4 parts in total, I believe. And this is how far I've come. So there's still a lot more to do on the page. But yeah, I wanted a little bit of a break because having 4 in a row, 4 days in a row of a color along is a lot. So it's hard to keep up. That's what I want to say. So I'm gonna take a little break. So the first month of the first week of June, I will not color this as of now. So I will continue like maybe the second week of June or the 3rd week. And then you can also expect another part of this color along. There's also a playlist on my channel for it. So if you like to follow along, you're welcome to do so. But yeah, this is a book that is being colored by Amy Ward Art on YouTube. And she has a group on Instagram with some of her friends. And they color a page every 2 months. And as far as I'm aware, this was the first one they chose. And then they chose this page in the second. It was the second they chose for the month of March and April. And then they picked one more, which is this lovely page for May and June. So I might end up coloring this as well for June, but it really depends on how far I get with everything else that I've planned for June. So yeah, I at least want to finish this one next month. So that's what I definitely want to do. And that's the only whip I have at the moment, because I don't like starting pages. I usually just work on them until they're finished. And if they're really big like this, I take small breaks and do a page in a different book and finish that one and come back to it. But I always come back. I don't leave it in here for like weeks on end. I've been coloring now for like, I think since the beginning of the year, somewhere in January, I started really coloring and buying books. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun. So yeah, there were only 15 pages colored this month and 1 whip. And yeah, I'm really happy with what I had done. So I hope you enjoyed seeing them. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.